as Donald Trump runs back to Mar-a-Lago to play golf once again this weekend on the taxpayer's dime as he keeps crashing our economy. He posted this message to the American people: shut up about egg prices. Shut up. Here he makes this post on a social media platform. It's an article from Charlie Kirk, and Donald Trump posted, "Shut up about egg prices, Americans. Trump is saving consumers millions." No, he is not saving consumers millions as he's playing golf on the taxpayer dime. Donald Trump is crashing the economy with his feckless trade wars where he goes, "I'm going to do a trade war today. Oops, the market's crashing. I'm not going to do a trade war. I'm going to do a trade war with Canada and Mexico. Oopsies, the market's crashing. I'm not going to do that." Now, because of Donald Trump's policies, the Atlanta Federal Reserve is predicting a negative 2.8 to negative 3% GDP in Q1, a contraction. And we're also predicting inflation, which is stagflation. Low GDP, surging prices equals stagflation, which is a disaster for our economy. Most economists now are predicting a recession, a great recession, or even a depression, as Donald Trump's surrogates are out there saying, "Oh, that's just a short-term disturbance," or "America needs to detox," or "We don't really need federal workers. Why do we need them?" or "Why do veterans need jobs?" So absolutely pathetic, and how dare he say this while Americans are suffering. His message is shut up about egg prices. Well, meanwhile, his Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, has been making her rounds on all of the Fox shows. And here she says that what Americans really need, if they want to deal with the surging egg prices, is that they need to buy chickens because the chickens will make their eggs for them. Play this clip.
I think the silver lining in all of this is, how do we, in our backyards, we've got chickens too in our backyard, how do we solve for something like this? And people are sort of looking around thinking, wow, well, maybe I could get a chicken in my backyard. And it's awesome. I agree with you.
Yeah, I think everyone who isn't a farmer right now wants to be. So you're in the right department, Brooke.
So despicable. Then she went on Larry Kudlow, of course, and Larry Kudlow calls her Brookie. He goes, "Brookie, the economy is suffering, but it's all Biden's fault, eh?" Here, play this clip.
Some very, very smart people are telling me that the jobs number that's coming out, the February jobs number that's coming out Friday, could be flat, even negative, Brookie. The GDP now tracker from the Atlanta Fed is showing, I mean, for the first quarter, a -2.5 or -2.8%. And we've had lousy numbers on things like housing and business investment. My generic point here with respect to affordability and the economy is we're going to have to suffer through some bad news. This has nothing to do with Trump. Trump's program's not in.
So pathetic. What else is Donald Trump doing today while he is vacationing at Mar-a-Lago, crashing the economy, and telling Americans to shut up about egg prices? Here's what he posted as well this morning on Saturday at 10:25 a.m. He goes, "The House and Senate have put together, under the circumstances, a very good funding bill, a CR. All Republicans should vote. Please, yes, next week. Great things are coming for America, and I am asking you all just to give us a few months to get us through to September so we can continue to put the country's, quote, financial house in order. Democrats will do anything they can to shut down our government, and we can't let that happen." Excuse me? First and foremost, Democrats don't control the House. They don't control the Senate. They don't control the executive branch. You do. So how are Democrats going to shut it down? Also, please, I mean, so utterly pathetic. And you see what a con artist is as he's crashing our economy, as he's vacationing in Mar-a-Lago, by the way, where he's hanging out with like crypto billionaires bragging about how much money he's made off his $ Trump meme coin, as he starts talking about making these like meme coins, part of like the Treasury Department's crypto reserve. As he's doing all of that, as Americans are suffering, he's saying, please, and let's just do a continuing resolution, because the Republicans can't even get a budget together. They can't pass a budget, so they need to continue the budgets of the past, which the Republicans were never able to do. So they're continuing the resolution from Nancy Pelosi, which is before Republicans took control of Congress in 2022, and they've been unable to do their most basic function and pass a budget. And isn't it interesting, too, that they want a continuing resolution while they say that the prior appropriations are all filled with fraud. So you control the House, you control the Senate. If you believe there are priorities or things you want to change, guess what? You can make the laws. So do it. No, you're too pathetic to do that, because what would you rather be doing? What they're doing this weekend, vacationing, partying, telling Americans to shut up and stop whining about egg prices, and J.D. Vance and Elon Musk posting the cringiest, weirdest memes. Elon Musk reposting J.D. Vance, Leonardo DiCaprio memes. I don't even know what they're doing here. Meanwhile, you have like Laura Ingraham and Donald Trump talking about how glad that Laura Ingraham is that Donald Trump has appointed her to the board of the Kennedy Center, because that's what Americans care about right now. Donald Trump posts, "I'm thrilled to announce that Laura Ingraham and Maria Bartiromo from Fox will be joining our Kennedy Center board." That's why I call Fox state regime media, because they're literally part of the administration, the regime. This completes our selection. We look forward to a golden age, to which Laura Ingraham responds this morning. "Thank you, Mr. President. This appointment is an honor. I look forward to working with such a stellar group to showcase the best of the performing arts in our nation's capital." Guess what, Laura? No one wants to work with fascists. Actually talented artists do not want to work with fascists. So why don't you put Kid Rock up there or Ted Nugent up there, and they can talk about whatever the hell they want. But real talented people, like the people behind Hamilton, they're canceling, and most people are not going to the Kennedy Center anymore. Let's take a look. What's Donald Trump doing? Golfing, just some weird stuff taking place at Mar-a-Lago, while you get headlines like this. "Beware, a recession that could be triggered by a chain reaction of tariff risks," Wall Street executives say. You had the Wall Street Journal citing the International Chamber of Commerce as well, saying that America could be heading to a Great Depression. Wall Street Journal, International Chamber of Commerce saying that. You've got headlines from the New York Times saying economic forecasts have deteriorated in recent weeks, reflecting the upheaval from federal layoffs, tariff moves, and immigration roundups. Trump's policies have shaken a once solid economic look. Trump inherited an economy that was, by most conventional measures, firing on all cylinders. Just weeks into Trump's term, the outlook is gloomier. But what is Donald Trump doing with his base? Grifting off of them. That's all he knows how to do. Grift, rinse, repeat. Grift, rinse, repeat. Donald Trump sends the following message to his supporters. "Today I'm announcing my newest membership program, Trump Oval Office members. I wish this Trump badge meant that I could meet you in the Oval Office, because I would love for you to come. Unlock your membership now." There it is. It's an American flag, but it's Donald Trump's name on it. You defile our flag with your name on it in fake gold. How dare you? Then Donald Trump sends this email. "If I say please," that's one of his things. "Please, if I say please, will you at least answer question 1? It's the easiest question. Please let me know. Take the MAGA poll. Will you stand with Trump if I'm impeached again?" You control the House, the Senate, and the executive branch. And you're saying, "Please, if I get impeached right now." And then Donald Trump sends the following too. "Ben, this is your chance to tour Mar-a-Lago. You're invited to dinner at Mar-a-Lago. You mean so much to me that I'm personally inviting you to my beautiful home. Free flight, free hotel, free meal." Oh, your beautiful home where you're hanging out with your billionaires while you're telling Americans to shut up and stop talking about egg prices? Yet Americans are pissed. Prices are surging. You promised they would go down on day one. By the way, Maria Bartiromo, who's now on, the Kennedy Center board with Laura Ingraham as well. Remember when she asked Donald Trump this week, Donald, can you give a sense of whether or not you can give some clarity to the business community? Remember what Trump said? Here, play this clip.
"Can you give us a sense of whether or not we are going to get clarity for the business community?"
Well, I think so. But, the tariffs could go up as time goes by, and they may go up. And, I don't know if it's predictability. I think
so. That's not clarity.
No, I think that they say that. It sounds good to say. But for years, the globalists, the big globalists, have been ripping off the United States. They've been taking money away from the United States. And all we're doing is getting some of it back.
Yeah, Trump is a disaster for business. And here's this type of stuff that he continues to post, though, right? As Americans are wondering right now, Americans who live paycheck to paycheck, as they're getting laid off from their jobs, as they're seeing Elon Musk destroy the federal government, as Donald Trump is doing whatever the hell Putin wants, as Donald Trump's cut off intelligence to Ukraine and is allowing Vladimir Putin and just possibly sharing with Putin our military intelligence, allowing Putin to just indiscriminately kill Ukrainians and not allowing Ukraine to defend itself. Donald Trump's posting things like this: Israel's lookout to be renamed the Trump lookout, because that's what everybody's focused on right now. Or how about this post? Why Trump steel tariffs must be permanent. American greatness. And then he's like making like weird old posts from like mid-February too, of like propaganda polls, as Donald Trump's polling right now is in the toilet bowl as it's sinking. Nation is the happiest ever right now that Trump is the president. Nation is the happiest ever right now. Well, I wonder if that's why every time you even turn on Fox, they're talking about recessions, but they're blaming the recession that's about to hit us or the Great Recession or Depression on former President Biden. Here's Maria Bartiromo saying it's Biden's recession. Here, play this clip.
That's, by the way, that's why I said earlier it would be Biden's recession. And I know the haters out there will slam me later. The other day I said something and they went nuts on me on Twitter, on X. I said, well.
Yeah, so utterly pathetic. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. That's what Trump's doing today.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.